These 5 mistakes will kill your exit, so listen to this video carefully, because after selling 8 figures worth of stores, I've seen people make good and bad decisions, and this is what they all wish they would know sooner. Starting with number 5, running multiple stores under the same name or even under the same ad account or pixel. If you're running multiple stores under the same ad account, you're just making things harder for yourself. Because any buyer that would come in and would want to buy the store, they would need the ad account. This is one of the most important assets along the Pixel and the Shopify store. When you're trying to sell a store and everything is messy with the ad account, Pixel, business manager, Shopify store, whatever, it just raises tons of red flags to buyers, and you will most likely lose 90% of them. Because for them, it just looks like you're trying multiple stuff and there's no actual data they will be getting when buying the store, because at the end of the day, a Shopify store on its own is basically worthless. Number 4, hiding problems or exaggerating performance. Of course, when you're trying to sell your store, you want to present things on the best side possible. That being said, you also want to make sure your profit looks good and your profit margins are healthy and the expenses are healthy. But if there are stuff like customer complaints, expenses that you didn't mention, or any other problems with the product or the store itself, like chargeback rates or problems with ad accounts and so on, it will all be discovered during due diligence, which is almost the last step before a buyer actually buys your store. You want to make sure you actually stay transparent as possible, no matter how ugly things get. If you're transparent with buyers from the beginning, you will end up having a smoother deal and everything will be much faster. Number 3, neglecting branding and positioning. Apart from selling to your customers, your branding really matters when it comes to selling a brand. If your store looks generic, confusing, or just like another Shopify store, buyers won't feel comfortable paying top dollar for it. And you have to understand this, that apart from selling to customers, where obviously you want to present yourself the best way possible and have a proper brand, instead of selling thousands of products that are all low quality, the way your brand looks matters a lot, and not only to your customers but also to buyers who would want to buy your store. That doesn't necessarily mean you need to have millions of followers on social media, but just a good customer experience. You want buyers to look for a brand on Google and find good Trustpilot reviews. You want them to search for a brand on TikTok and see customers' reviews talking good stuff about your brand, and not, oh, they're charging me multiple times a month if you're doing black at MRR, which I won't even get into, or the product doesn't work at all, I can't even get a refund. You want to have a good name online for your brand. That includes everything. Now getting to number 2, which can make or break this exit, especially in the last steps. It's avoiding proper documentation. Having a proper P&L, all of your traffic reports from all of the ad accounts that you're using, legal clarity if you're running supplements or stuff that needs approval. When you get to due diligence, which is almost the last step before selling your store, buyers will need to match all of your documents to your P&L. That means that they will go month by month or even day by day, matching all of the income and the expenses regarding your store. They would want to see all of your Shopify payouts, all of the ad expenses, all of the VA expenses, content creators, verify package shipments, speak with your supplier. So before you actually get to listing your brand, you want to make sure everything is properly accurate. I understand one-to-one is not always possible, but if there is more than 5% fluctuation between your actual net profit to what you present on your P&L, that can cause the buyers to back away. So even if you don't have a Shopify store right now, or you don't even plan on exiting anytime soon, I highly recommend you start gathering all of the documents to back up your P&L and start working on it. Organize it on a Google Drive, Dropbox, doesn't really matter where, just for a buyer to have it properly organized. Now, the number 1 mistake I see most people make that cost them 6, 7, or even 8 figures in some cases when trying to sell their store is not working with Wasabi. If you're working with a top brokerage like Wasabi, you get good experience, you get a faster sale, get more money than you could have imagined for a store, and you don't need to work on this one by one. And trust me, I've been there, and that's exactly why I started Wasabi. Trying to sell your store is insanely hard. And if it's your first or even your second time, you don't always know what exactly needs to be done. So you might get lowballed by buyers, someone can try and scam you, and overall you can lose thousands of hours trying to sell your store, and that's exactly why. So if you're looking to sell your store or just want to get a free valuation, click the link in the description and we'll tell you exactly how much you can sell your brand for with us.